So can the Lions make it 3 in a row? Raul Correa, an unusual sort of kickoff as he just sort of stands on the ball and lets another player hook the ball forward towards the left-hand side as Southport attack the Jack Carr stand here. Just a little bit of long balls going either way. Guiseley trying to close down a little bit early. Jack Sampson almost gets the his not goal side of Scott Garner, but it's just held up there. Garner gets a touch and finally gets a clearance, but it's out for a Southport throw. No, just inside the Southport half.
If they hadn't just signed an ex-Guiseley striker, who's obviously therefore nailed on for a hat-trick, we were thinking Jack Sampson was probably Southport's main goal threat, weren't we?
Yes, we were, and that long throw is flicked on, but then hurriedly cleared by Brad Nicholson. Ball comes straight back in, falls to Jack Sampson, who scores. Oh, the Lions, they didn't clear their lines quickly enough. It fell to Jack Sampson, and you don't give a man who scored 25 goals last season that kind of opportunity. It's Southport's first goal of the season, and it's the first goal this afternoon. It is Southport 1, Guiseley 0.
Yes, they go.
Brad Nicholson now with a throw-in deep inside the Southport, probably about on the level with the edge of the penalty area from the left-hand side. It's going to go long. Nicholson right in towards, but the wind catches it and it just curls out for a goal kick. I mean, really.
Did you play? And it's all a bit messy, isn't it?
They both went in for the challenge at the same. They both looked a bit panicky.
Oh, I mean the game in general.
Oh, well,
I mean,
yeah.
It's all a bit messy so far.
Too. Correa flicks the ball on from Garner. It's nodded on to number 7, Kieran Lacey. Gets beyond, puts a low ball in. It's a second goal. And who else? Kieran Glynn breaks down the right-hand side, puts a low cross in, and who should be on the end of it? Raul Correa.
And as the ball went in, it's another close-range finish inside the 6-yard box, just flooding the box. Guiseley not fully organised. Repercussions happening, out there at the moment. It's Guiseley need to pick up, otherwise this could be a bad afternoon.
But Kane Felix is just being muscled out of this game by a hefty Southport defence, and Jamie Spencer, oh dear, goes clattering into Correa, and he will get a booking here because he came in very late and played none of the ball.
It was a messy challenge born of frustration.
That's entirely what it was, isn't it? Entirely frustrated, just caught the back leg of Correa. And just doing better, Ryan Astles and Dean Winnard. And just stopping Kane Felix from making those runs behind them. Now Aaron Martin, but Kane Felix gets away from one of them here, gets in behind, shots. Good save actually from Dan Hanford as the ball came across his goal. This is in the middle. Spencer lurks on the edge of the penalty area. Solomon Johnson over it. Johnson hand in the air, but it's Solomon who's going to take it right-footed, curls towards the goalkeeper, who does well actually to parry that away. Straight back to the feet of Solomon. Solomon tries to find Johnson, but Johnson doesn't quite get there. It's a throw in.
Going to have the wind behind, so right-footed player will be taking it. And George Sykes-Kenworthy needs to keep a really close eye on the flight of the ball.
Corner in from the right-hand side towards the 6-yard box. George Sykes-Kenworthy comes out and punches it. Reece McNally can tidy up. Hoof the ball away. Well, actually, he's closed down by Zayn Mohammed quite quickly there. Has to go back to Spencer. Spencer knocks it long, but only as far as Ryan Astles. Ryan Astles can play, and there's a chance here for Kieran, and it's a third goal for Southport, and it's another soft one. Kieran Glynn in acres of space. The Lions not clearing their lines from that corner, not picking up Kieran Glynn on the left-hand side, and side-footed past George Sykes-Kenworthy into the back of the net. It's Southport 3, Guiseley 0.
Well, that was soft, really, really soft. Glynn had all the time in the world that he wanted to collect the ball, choose his spot, and drill it home. No chance for Sykes-Kenworthy.
Southport just comfortably sitting off, making Guiseley make the running. Ball in, again, Winnard wins it off Martin, and Southport can bring it clear with Hampson Smith. Hampson Smith up to Raul Correa. It's a late challenge by Jamie Spencer, and he could be in trouble here. If this is a second yellow, it's a red for Jamie Spencer. It was a challenge at pace on Hampson Smith. He claims he got the ball, but the decision is made. He's complaining about it, but it's not going to change anything. It's a second yellow for Jamie Spencer, who is sent off. And a tough afternoon gets worse for the Lions. Just said it out loud. Solomon then with the ball, tries to chip the ball in towards Lee Shaw. Lee Shaw actually wins it, squares it for Aaron Martin, but immediately he's got 4 yellow shirts around him, can't do much. Solomon gets the shot away and it's wide. And actually, the keeper must have got a touch on it because it's a corner. Yay, a corner.
Well, that's more back to what we were doing in the first half, actually, using the skill of Solomon down that left-hand side, and obviously Nicholson is very keen to get up and support wherever possible, and they made a good opportunity here.
Solomon then stands over this corner. It's going to go in towards that 6-yard box. Martin gets up, and it's into the back of the net, but the referee has disallowed it.
What for?
Lovely ball in towards the 6-yard box. Martin got up there, got his head on it, and the referee immediately gave the free kick. I wonder if it was a push.
Russ, frustrating afternoon all round then?
Yeah, bitterly disappointed with result. In all honesty, I don't think we gave ourselves a chance. We came out early doors. The wind was a big factor, but that's never going to be an excuse because we had the wind first off, and in a minute we've conceded a long throw, which we spoke about, and they've scored second phase, and then scored again, then come out second half. And I thought we started well again, and then they've locked one in. Locked second phase and again kept it live and scored and put us to bed again, at 3-0 straight after half time. So we've conceded straight up, first couple of minutes at first half, first couple of minutes second half, and a big learning curve for a young group. I'm frustrated, and we'll have to move on to Tuesday.
Frustrating conditions as well today, very, very windy, very rainy. How do you think they coped with those conditions today?
Well, obviously, like I've just said, we just get ourselves an uphill battle. I think we've killed ourselves, in all honesty. Like I said, we're conceding silly goals at silly times, irrelevant of the conditions. It was same for Southport; they had it concede the same goals at the same time. So we can't use it. We're not going to use it as an excuse. And all we can do is learn from it. We're a young group. We knew we were, and I did say before the game that we're coming to an experienced, proper non-league Conference North team at 4-4-2, and it's going to be a physical battle, and it turned out to be. I don't think they've really opened us up with football and possession. We've just, they've got the result by doing the basics well.
And towards the end there was some concern over Aaron Martin, landed very heavily trying an overhead kick. Have you any news on him?
It seems all right. He's in quite a bit of discomfort, but fingers crossed, the next 24 hours will tell, but hopefully he'll be all right.